Okay, so in this video, what we want to do is we want to just take you through the process and how you can experience the best possible experience as a Stellar Media podcast guest. Okay, so we prepared a couple of slides. All we're going to do is just take you through them. All I've got to do is click screen share.
Okay, so a little bit of feedback and some of the experience that we've had from those of you that have already did your podcast interviews, which by the way have been absolutely amazing. So thank you so much. But we have noticed there have been some technical issues emerging. So thought this would be the best way to help you get prepared before you become the podcast guest on Stellar Media. Mike, do you want to swap the slide over so we can just go through the bullets, please? Okay, so the first thing to say is it is best to use a headset or headphones and microphone. And the reason for this is it just cuts out any background noise that you have going on and any sort of minor fluctuations of noise. It means that it's a much smoother and cleaner sound, which also helps us in editing, which will be fantastic. The next thing is to use the Google Chrome web browser. Google Hangout seems to love Google Chrome as a web browser. There are less problems with the link that you're sent if you use it on a Google Chrome web browser. If you don't have the web browser, you can just type it into Google, type in Google Chrome web browser. You'll be able to then download the driver for that, and that means that you can then use the web browser effectively when you're ready to come onto your podcast. The third thing to say is to use an Ethernet cable rather than your Wi-Fi signal. What we found is there's been fluctuations depending on the strength of your Wi-Fi. When you're using an Ethernet cable and that's plugged into the back of your router, you've got a stability with your signal, which means we can hear you better and it flows much better. 24 hours before the date of your podcast interview, you will get an email from us. And inside that email will be a link, which is to get you into a Google Hangout. If you can click on the blue link, it will take you straight into the Hangout room itself. If that link is not showing up as blue in the email, all you need to do is copy and paste it and pop that into your Google Chrome web browser, and that will get you into the Hangout. We'll be in for a couple of minutes, and all we're doing for that is just getting you in just to check your headphones are working, your microphone settings are okay, and that you're comfortable getting on and off Hangout comfortably. On the day of your podcast, we need you to turn off any other programs that you might be having running in the background. So Facebook, Skype, anything that might be draining, affecting the signal. Also pop your mobile phones onto airplane mode. That way you're not going to be distracted by anything else around you. And 15 minutes before the time of your podcast, you will receive an email from us with another Google Hangout link in that email. Click on that, jump in 15 minutes before your time slot, and that's where we'll just do the last minute run throughs, last minute checks, and just go through to make sure that we've got all your details accurate so that when we go into the podcast interview itself, we're able to tell listeners where you're at, who you are, and what your various contact details are. That's about it, Mike. Anything else that you feel we need to add?
No, that's it, Lana. I think at the end of the day, what we've done is we've run through the whole process. It's very, very simple. Watch this video a couple of times just to make sure that you're au fait with everything that's going to happen over the 24-hour period before your podcast interview. And then on the day, we're going to have an incredible time. What we've seen so far, what we've experienced so far from our podcast guests has been incredible. We are looking forward to recording your podcast interview with you. That's it from us. I'm Michael Griffin.
I'm Lana Morris.
We'll speak to you soon.
Bye.
Bye for now.